Hello YouTube, this is Mr. Ziggin. So, if you're new to this channel, we'll summarize this real quick. So, for other channels, they might put video, or put subtitles, or put sound, but I've tried that in the past, multiple times. I always get a strike, and then have to wait 90 days to get rid of the strike. I almost got terminated a few times in the past from trying that. So, for the foreseeable future, we'll be doing this way. So, if you don't like the way I do it, just go to a different channel. Don't dislike this video, because that's why I see a lot of people will be like, oh, just delete your channel. Oh, you're doing it this way, delete your channel and dislike the video and leave. This is how we've been doing for the last 2 years. So the way we do it is up in the corner here is a timer. I will put 3 seconds on the timer if the video is 15 minutes or longer, about 10-15 minutes or longer. If the video is less minutes than that, I put 2 seconds on the timer. But basically, I will start my video at 0 seconds. I will do a 3-second countdown. When my video hits, so like 3, 2, 1, and then when my video hits 3 seconds, I hit continue, and that's my timer will be linked up with the same amount of seconds as the video. So if you want to watch with me, just put the timer through. Put your video to 3 seconds. When I get to 0, just hit play and you're good to go. You're watching the video about the same time I am. Like I said, if you guys don't like this, go to a different channel. This will be at the start of every anime, television, or TV show, or movie episode reaction and review. I do the full time, so if you want to watch it fully with me, that's how we do it. Also, if you've seen this intro before, you can skip past it, because down below here, it's going to be split up from intro to where we start the video. I usually give it about 5-10 seconds before we start the video, and then after the video, I do the review. I usually section it off on that, or if we do we do more than 2 episodes or 3 episodes, we'll be sectioned off with each episode reaction, and then at the end, we do the review for all of them. Otherwise, that's how we do it here. Like I said, if you don't like it, just go to a different channel. But this is how we're probably going to do this for the foreseeable future. Otherwise, thank you for sticking to the whole thing if you're new to this channel. Otherwise, let's jump into it, whatever this video might be, and hopefully you guys do enjoy. Hello YouTube, this is Mr. Ziggin. I'm back. We are doing Bleach. We last left off on episode 1, 2, 3. I believe they have each go right now trying to master his inner hollow. I think that's what was happening. They're playing stuff over there, so you'll hear them every so often. We're doing episode 124, 125, 126, and 127. We're doing 4 episodes, maybe 5. Depends on how I feel after 2 of them. Because we're going to do 2. I'm going to take a break and come back for 3. So
I don't trust
he's going to be loud. So
like at all. If you make the world a new character, go ahead.
Cancel. Okay. Let's.
Is it the character we play? No, I
think they're talking about Kurotobe. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this.
Hey, Xavier.
Bleach episode.
You literally just said new
1.
Go on new
Actually,
world.
let me do something real quick.
The world, a different island of our
Bleach.
That's
Bleach episode 124 in 3, 2, 1. Okay. If I remember correctly, yeah, I think we're getting some of the Vizard's powers. I think I looked up the Vizards. We got Hachijin, we got Hiyori, we have Mashiro, Kensei,
probably not.
Rojuro.
I hope
Love, Lisa, and Shinji.
For automation.
Oh yeah, we wrote down Yuma Chika, so I stopped forgetting his name. Also, if you have any crinkle in that, I have some graham crackers next to me.
I assume higher tier chests probably let us carry more or put more into it. I just haven't tested out that theory. skip the weird cutscene. What? Why did... I thought I was gonna have to go back to everything because I accidentally launched YouTube for a moment.
If there's any cuts in here, I'll
SoundCloud.
write them down if we have problems with the internet. I'm very curious. I'm curious how long it will take Ichigo to get this done. This is the one thing I did want to do before we start doing movie week. Movie week will probably either start off a Battle Angel Alita or the first movie of Bleach.
Let's see if I can finish theme today, or if my fingers will be stupid.
I'm also watching this in dubbed, if you want to wonder. Like I said last time, I most likely will not finish Bleach before the final season come out, or whatever it's called. We should do this once a week, maybe twice a week. That might be our goal for this. I want to do movie week more, and then once that's done, I'll focus on doing this again. Oh yeah, he's versus Reverse Ichigo Hollow, whatever this thing is. I think we got a teaser of him fighting the Vizards outside, right? I should actually write a low description of each of these characters. Lisa's her. I think Love is the guy with long blonde hair. Kensei is the guy with, like, short hair. Oh. Hachigen, I think, is the guy who just put the berry there. Hyori was the woman that he almost killed. That's Shinji, Rojiro, and Mashiro. Mashiro and Rojiro. I don't know. I might actually have to pay attention. It's been months. I'm sorry about that. We're going to pick up this a lot sooner. A white Gensuka and a black Getsuya. Tensho, it looked like. Yeah. Guessing he's gonna play through. I'm guessing by this he's gonna play through past moments and have to fight maybe. I wonder if the Hollow in him will fight. He will fight a Hollow version of each of these, or how this is gonna work. This is not how it happened. Bankai automatically. Very curious if the Hollow can use past memories to help him beat Ichigo.
Xavier, are you downloading anything? Okay. He does have audio. I started to get concerned because it hadn't made any noise from Android 16 until he talked.
You're gonna have to fight him. More than likely, whoever you face against, you're gonna have to fight and beat them.
Well, because it wasn't one of the weird cases. It's not pausing all when you press the pause all button. It's only pausing one. Understandable. It is a common Xbox thing.
Also, wonder how
how
time is passing from this in his head
like that,
to where he
I'll
is outside.
check,
I'm really sorry about him,
like,
but
oh, I'm not in the party. My party closed randomly because of weird connection problems, I assume. And then this time, you sent me an invite, and I was like, did I get kicked?
like I said, it's
Did I get kicked?
certain days I can do it. Some days he's not.
I was still in there.
He's asleep,
It
but
was still open. Nothing.
God
like,
damn.
Huh.
I wonder if they have ever if they'll ever cut off the entirety of the cliff there.
Xavier,
Yeah, if we'll eventually see a fight where the entire cliff cuts off. This definitely seems like a deep cut. I'm guessing it's the hollow using pass enemies as a body to fight Ichigo. I'm guessing that, maybe. Or if there's a different take on it. No. You are merely wielding it.
Okay. Damn, I didn't think that one properly through. I'll admit. Oh, so you're finally doing the thing I've been doing for a while now.
How deep does this pit go?
They added that with like the update before.
Okay, so it does have a bottom. That'd be a neat ability if something. Yeah, so it has to be inner thoughts messing with this. You're gonna tire yourself out real quick if you don't pay attention.
What? But grab.
I'm guessing. I'm really guessing it's gonna be.
Oh no! I did the wrong input. I did the other grab, not air grab.
Oh, maybe not.
Aww.
Forgetting they're also on buildings, right? Sideways in the sky.
Okay.
The white one?
I did. Okay.
Damn. That wasn't even a slash. That was more of a
B, and there's literally no opportunity
big
for my
bomb
character to hit you. Yet I can't do a simple.
They're playing Dragon Ball. He's gonna get really pissed and really loud. Okay, let's see. I think that's Quincys we see there. Okay, so he used elbow jab. Knife.
Okay. Fuck you.
Yeah, there's two names on this list I'm very curious about.
Okay. I switched to
Ryūken might be the
direction to be safe.
I can't
And
think.
the fucker was like, he's
Him yelling is
no,
gonna
he doesn't.
piss
He
me
wants
off real
Plant
quick.
Cyberman.
Jesus.
I want to walk forward and 3-bar you. Why did he do a beam?
Is Getsuga Tensho part of Bankai? I wouldn't think it would be because Bankai, he used it without using Bankai. So I would think Getsuga Tensho would not be part of Bankai.
Yeah, I know it's he did basic.
That's the voice of What is his name?
Oh nope.
I had his name written down for the longest time.
Clicked on SoundCloud. I
think I
clicked
I
on the
got
wrong
rid of it
thing,
though.
hit B
Kaya?
instinctually, and it fucking
Is that what he just said?
already
I'm
closed.
trying to fucking pay as much attention as possible.
Because I clicked on DBFZ.
Are they counting him? I think they haven't. Yeah, they haven't thought about that. So, hour break.
I love how when the game doesn't care how I block.
It might be bad.
Oh, doesn't let
Wonder
me
how
switch
much
characters.
strength.
I try and do special moves so I can get it out.
I wonder
of the
how
way.
much strength
Doesn't do
each
special
Ichigo
moves.
has right now. His human form, / hollow form. They set a time limit for this, didn't they? I just don't remember. Will they even make it to all 8? 1 hour. So we have a very limited time then. Then he has to stop thinking of past villains then. Unless the Hollow is definitely using these scenes to kind of make him focus on what's going on.
Yeah.
Because... But what if you're wrong?
Didn't he even attempt the Dragon Rush?
How heavily? Then why would he be created if you didn't have the fear? Right? That's what they're suggesting.
I was like I'll block. Oh wait, no, I'll normal block.
Well, he doesn't have a sword. Maybe he could... Well, it is his mind and body. Maybe he could conjure one. He doesn't know Kido. It'd be cool if Ichigo learned Kido, but I'm highly down. I'm guessing he's going to stick to his sword.
I love how it only works when it doesn't work. No.
Please tell me he's in the field. He might be in the field of swords from the Bankai training that we saw glimpses of. No. Find your sword. It might seem similar, but is it the same?
Okay.
So he did pull it out himself. So he could conjure it.
Okay.
Don't let your ego run to your head. You should go.
Okay, again.
Will you be able to do it? Is he gonna break it? Please tell me he breaks it. Didn't one of the bounce survive though?
Okay.
I really do wonder if the bounce will ever return. I know the bounce was a filler arc, but them putting them inside the episodes, it's so great. Ugh. Yeah, but not everyone will lead to a fight. He's mostly true. I would be rooting for Ichigo, but it's going to take some type of great moment here that will probably turn Ichigo around. It's just... You did kill him, so it was...
Really? That was a special A. I even waited a moment until I... Okay.
See, I wouldn't doubt it at this point because we've gotten moments where they're both in the same body. I know it's the Hollow, but I could see both of them being part of Zangetsu. The goals, the desires, but it's also the brain. It's a lot. Yeah. Killer Instinct. That's a game right there. That's a Xbox game I know of. Wonder if I have that, because that might be have easy achievements. Think about achievements, but I think about them all the time. Oh.
Really?
Damn.
My down B didn't...
I wonder if Ichigo could technically die within his mind. I would guess so, but... I think it's more than just a desire to seek battle. I think it's a desire to win and protect everything you have, Ichigo.
Nice. All I had to do was not use abilities. And it gave me a fighting chance. No, it's because every time I've tried to use an ability, it either works when it doesn't, or it fails completely.
Well, that's neat.
Completely ruining any momentum or chance I had of hitting you again. Most times I
wonder if that
Xavier, I was trying to do
if that
move that
in fuck god damn it. If that enhanced the entirety of the Hollow Ichigo, I wonder what would have happened. Okay. I just remember the outro as being very long, so I'm not even gonna chance it. And I think either way, after the outro, they do the small little segment. Sometimes it's a game show, sometimes it's something else. Sometimes it might be a little more informational, but I'm not really worried about that. Let's put this 3 seconds ahead, and we'll jump into episode 125. I'm gonna give that last one maybe 7.5 to 8 out of 10. I like it, but having Ichigo on the outline, defensive against this, and him losing this will slowly but surely. I think this next episode will be better than the last one. It's just you can get episodes like that every so often. Otherwise, let's jump into episode 125.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1. I'm guessing there's probably English intros for all of these. More than likely, some YouTuber has done English intros for each one of these.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm really hoping since he just gained his instinct, it's gonna turn this battle around. Yeah, after this, I'll probably give it a ranking this episode, and then I'll take a break for a little bit so I can work on a few things. I'll come back for either 2 or 3 episodes. I haven't really decided yet. I might actually go make myself something to eat. Probably ramen.
Okay. I was holding block.
I wonder why he can't go into the center world on command. It usually takes an person on the outside or something to happen on the outside for him to then be able to enter this world. I wonder if he can enter it on will and he just doesn't realize.
Oh.
Because that's also one of my questions. If he could enter this world willingly. Or if it does take a certain procedure to get in there. Also, apparently from last time, I've heard that there is a new Bleach chapter that came out. After what? 5 to 10 years or more?
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing it's Kenpachi Zaraki. Well, if anything, this would strike in your fighting your killer instinct. If you're fighting against the killer himself. Yeah, he might have the most fearsome killer instinct. That's who is he? I think he's Rojiro. He's either, or maybe he's Love. He might be Love. I know two of them. Okay, that is Love. So I'm guessing Rujiro is the one with blonde hair then? I think Mashiro is the other female character. So we're coming down to the breaking point, or the finish line very quickly too.
Down X.
I think in a sense, Kenpachi is correct with Ichigo craving power and all that. It's just
I hate that if they spawn just at the perfect, like if the laser's already there, they can spawn into it. But if it's just coming at them, they can't.
Battle.
I didn't stop blocking though, and I didn't hit crouch game.
Was that battle written 4 times in a row there? We're getting a lot of moments from his past fights. I'm guessing he has to reconcile on everything just to be able to beat his Hollow.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Come on. This would be a cool moment to go back and forth between the inside and outside. Is that 0? Okay. We're gonna see another Hollow Mask. Looks like Ichigo won, I'm guessing. Ah! He got it through Hollow Ichigo. That's not blood. That's like a shadow. enveloping the hollow. The reverse
I forgot.
Ichigo. Whatever you want to call it. There's probably a name for him. I don't know it yet. Maybe it's just Hollow Ichigo. Maybe it's something. So he can probably now use the hollow power. It's just he's definitely. This is gonna be a battle that we will see again in the future. Wonder how far in the future. Also, him being able to use the hollow form, that was the only other thing that I got spoiled way back in the beginning of the series. That I knew this was gonna happen eventually. That he's gonna be able to use the hollow form. Because I remember being spoiled and seeing pictures with him in the hollow mask and having him power upgrade. At least that's what I got told. Jeez. There's the mask that we've seen prior to this. Oh, there goes the barrier. Hachi is huge. Hachi is so giant. This is where his training starts, probably. Because I'm guessing it's gonna be a. Because my only guess about this ability is I'm guessing he won't be able to hold it for long, or won't be able to use it for as long, like Gear 4 with Luffy, or even when he first started using Bankai.
Oh, okay.
There's probably a time limit with it. Which has to be probably lengthened if he wants to either fight. Because Green did say he would come back, so he would be probably the next runner-up for the next person for Ichigo to fight. Orihime, go find him. Go find him. Maybe I'll do 3 episodes and then take a break and figure if I want to go back for 1 or 2. That might be what I do.
I mean, that's the
We
only
might do
way
5
I can
here.
do alts is if I do a Y combo.
Come on, go find him.
Okay.
That's not that bad. Don't know what that is.
Okay. Be a bit closer.
Oh. Huh. That's very odd indeed.
I'm so mad I did it too soon.
Okay, so they have a direct link to the Soul Society. What is it? You're going to be part of this. You guys are always drawn into the incidences.
Where is he?
What did he discover then? Is this what we... Well, they got teased in a preview or something. I wonder how long it takes that for them to go through everything. But was there more? What is it? I can't read that. This is what? Where's the Oaken? Okay. Why would there be a royal key? So, where do they live? Where they exist? Soul King. Oh, it's Brooke. Damn. Okay. Can you make it, or is it just found? Oh. So instead of finding it, he could make one. Let me guess. It's Kakura Town. We've not gotten any other towns in the world we live in. What else could it be?
I wanted to be, and then okay.
Oh, look, it's Japan.
Then down the road I'd have time to do Napa.
Is it Karakura town?
It was gonna be real Napa hours.
Oh, fucking! That was an obvious guess. What else could it have been? If they named a different city, that would have been incredible. But
I really hope you don't, Fidel.
100,000 souls, not a small task.
Hey,
It's very much possible.
Yep. Come on.
Yeah. How much time? Four months added onto these less. Does time pass the same? Does the if a day in the Soul Society, does it relate to a day in Earth realm or Waco Mundo? No, you have to go find him. Ikaku and Yumachika.
You're dealing with a fucking group of Saiyans, kid.
Is it the lady that Aizen almost killed? I can't think of her name. What's her name? I don't remember. He's the guy.
No.
Why don't you help train with them? Hat and clogs.
Oh, I did too soon.
I'm guessing it's probably gonna happen this next episode.
I literally hit B to recover and then stopped pressing anything.
We're gonna do one more episode, and then I'm taking a break. So the next episode will be 126 of Bleach. Okay, so we definitely have a time here. We have a... Also, I think we passed the moment. So technically, if we really wanted to, we could do the first 3 Bleach movies now, I think. Because we had to pass episode 125 to be able to do Bleach movie 2 and 3. If I remember reading correctly, it told me I would have to watch past episode 125, at least 125, to then be able to watch Bleach movie 2 and 3. So we'll probably pick up that sometime.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm giving the episode 125 a 9 out of 10. Otherwise, we're going to just jump into episode 126 in 3, 2, 1. Also, wonder when the next opening is. Do not like the singing on this opening. I don't like the music. I would say that.
It only makes sense why the fucking first boy died.
Also, if the intro is to be suspected, then we have some stuff coming up here probably.
Because no matter what, he's still gonna ult. He just might not 3-bar. It's still gonna do damage. Hey, Xavier. Every bar I've gotten.
Also, wonder how far in we're actually gonna get a 4-3 scale for episodes.
The specialist move I've done is Y and B.
I've looked it up real quick. When do we get 4-3 scale?
And technically Dragon Rush, because that's also like.
It's up in a picture of Uryū's father right here.
That was like the one special one because I can do it without worrying. Other times it's been accidental.
Very, very. God, I wish it would stop giving me Xbox updates.
I mean, Xavier. I'd like to do one more round.
Bleach.
Then we can do Man of Medan.
Let's see. Also, I wonder if because it's got announced that Netflix is working on 80 different anime things. I wonder if one of those anime things, because it's been rumored a little bit that maybe they're bringing all the Bleach seasons to Netflix. That'd be incredible. Apparently, somewhere around episode 190, that's when we actually get the full screen of stuff for episodes. Which means we have a long way to go. We still have parts and parts to go. You don't look that way. No, she absolutely does not. Does Toshiro's eyebrows not actually connect fully? That close up of it, it looked like his ends of his eyebrows are off his head. He's the shadowing. He definitely looks like a middle schooler. Fucking Toshiro. Hitsugaya. What is this, page 9? Yeah, I have stuff after this.
Change the future. I want to hear that one line. That's why we fight.
I'm gonna write down captains and vice captains next time we do this. But I'm gonna have to be very cautious because I'm guessing we're probably gonna get captains in those roles that we're now missing. Morgans just start
Let's go
copying
to a
down
different
names
place to
from this
fight.
point on.
I don't want to break the city anymore. Get out here. You, the strongest
No.
of our foes.
You're so brainwashed.
I know I did that.
Yeah. Ends it that quickly. Damn. My guess with Aizen would be dead.
It wouldn't have. It takes too long. You'd have to catch me on some, like, beam or alt shit. That's, like, your only chance with his. Because there's no, like, setup he can
Freeloader.
Oh, I'll turn off SoundCloud. Turn off controller. Since I'm not going to use SoundCloud, there's no reason I won't be able to use the other controller.
Yeah, but you need to get stronger too. Wouldn't you have a Bankai? Yeah, if he was a former captain, right, of research and development. Take his rights away. Moocher, that was what his nickname was. Why is that? What does your Bankai do? Then.
Give me a moment. I think I had to do all the... Alexa, top tall off.
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Alexa, what did you say?
Sorry,
Or-
I don't have an answer.
You just ask her what she just said.
Yeah, I know, now I can't answer. Alexa, top tall off.
Hey, all the same thing. Yeah, that definitely would get Renji to start training. I'm guessing this would also help Renji a little bit in training. Also, I got told a while back, between the last part and this part, that Chad apparently has a manga spin-off at the very end of Bleach. I know he becomes a boxer, which seems insane.
What?
Because with his power, why
The what?
wouldn't that feel a little cheaty?
Make me joke.
But whatever. makes sense with his abilities. I'm guessing he can't use the abilities in the tournament. Whatever. Maybe we'll eventually look into that if we ever finish Bleach.
Getting the finger. I'm perfectly fine with being whoever I want. Xavier, now I just want to be Joe.
If I covered 8 to 10 episodes per week, every week for the next 3 months, if I did 10 episodes,
Does it force you to be
3, yeah.
Or you get to choose?
If I did 10 episodes a week, I could cover 120. That'd get me closer, but not too close. There's no way. So what is his power? What is his power?
Well, yeah, Xavier. Quick time events.
It looks like he's sparring with Hiyori.
That's this game, Xavier. This game is make choices and do quick time events.
I wonder if
Every choice matters.
Hat and Clogs
That is not a joke.
created this
People's lives
train
are
area
at
too,
stake
or
here.
if it was actually them.
So please
that created
pay
it.
attention.
She's found it. How you getting in?
You do have to walk around and investigate shit. But God is their quick time events. And God are lives at stake.
Can she use her weird things to open it?
I had already turned mine off for this very purpose. Yeah, this feels proper. You should be Charlie.
When the person, Hachime, or Hachijin, if someone messes with his berry, wouldn't he, hopefully he would be able to detect it. Wonder how long. Hell of kicks. Only 4 seconds. Oh.
Hey, get my fortune told. Aww. I get to hear about the future of my son.
Oh, that's weird. That's really weird how this pocket place works. I'm guessing Hachijin made this place then.
it. See, now you don't get to play your. Hey, I was. About
That's
to
who
do
she
the
came looking
future of
for.
My son, and you pulled me out of it. Screw you. Xavier. I would like to get another attempt at that. I feel slightly gypped. And yes, I do want to be Joe.
He is training, so as long as he has 4 months to train, he should be fine.
Hey. I plan on...
I'm guessing it's not going to go 4 months. I'm guessing 4 months is the actual, like, the estimated time, but I'm guessing something's going to happen, and it's going to speed that thing up. It never goes that way, and a lot of the time it never goes that way. We're at a time limit in the One Piece manga, and I don't think it's going to actually happen. And I think the time limit's there, but I don't think it's actually going to happen in that time limit. I think it's going to take a lot longer than what the time limit gave us. But some animes do give us time limits, and it happens like in half the time. I think Seven Deadly Sins did that once or twice. One Piece have done it once or twice too. A lot of time they extend stuff. What are you gonna say? Because they said Q, not.
Sorry, I was just drinking something, and because you pause, I'm gonna take a hit.
How?
Currently, the 2 rules I know we'll at least have is for every scare, and for every playable character that dies. If this is like the
Yoichi.
like fucking Until Dawn, because that's just what this type of game is. There's a good chance we'll play as other characters. We might only end up playing as these. If so, then we'll do if. It'll probably then branch off into other things, like other characters. Like you'll play one.
Why? Are we gonna go through Orihime training too?
No, it's not quite.
I
like
wouldn't
that,
doubt it
but
because
again,
she
this
probably
might be
needs to
different
train
since
her.
it's co-op.
Oh shit! Empty pool or something? They have to be in the hospital, right? Since the father owns it.
I wanted to read it.
This has to be just a empty building next to it.
So I could see it.
Secret train ground. We're actually getting some Urahara training. Not Urahara. Fuck, why did I say Urahara? Uryū. Ugh. 2 U's. Screw me up there. what if his spiritual pressure is actually above what his old spirit pressure is? It's just the body's reading it at 0. I'm using this tactic from Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, because during it their spirit pressure, their power got set up to 100, but their reader could only tell up to 99. So when you display 100, it shows 0. Wonder how, if it's the same reason, if his power is at max but his body's reading it at 0.
Healer was like, your fortune can come from any directions, and then you cut him off. You cut him off at the end, Spencer.
He couldn't kill
at
you.
The worst possible.
There's no way.
Cut a fortune teller off.
This time.
But it's okay.
Oh, that doesn't seem great. I'm giving this episode a 10 out of 10. We'll come back for probably 2 more. All depends on when I come back here. We'll let the room cool down, so I'll be back. More than likely you will get another part within a week of this, but after this is done, I'm gonna start recording movie reactions. So that is the big thing to come. There'll be some smaller videos for like newer stuff coming out, like I think Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest just put out a new chapter, but then I have like 2 chapters of One Punch Man, and then this weekend I have chapters coming out, like One Piece and that. So those will still be average, and videos average each day, but you're going to start getting movies here after this, and then we'll be back to doing Bleach. So probably sometime during movie week you'll get another part of it. Otherwise, I'll see you guys within a second, but it's going to be like maybe an hour for me, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hello YouTube, I'm back. So we're either doing 1 episode or 2. I still haven't decided. So after this, depends on how this ends, if we're doing 5 or if we're sticking to 4. But this is episode 127. I already have it loaded. I just have put 3 seconds on the timer. We're just gonna jump right in. Let's jump into episode 127 on Bleach in 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, we left off with Uryū grabbing Orihime. I'm guessing it's either going to try help train her, or she might be the best one to have on standby for healing the ones that are training right now.
I wonder what happened to him. Meanwhile, on a boat of only the dead so far. A little shadow dealer could have had it behind me. I said left. Just as I was leaving the bathroom, maybe a little.
Yeah, we're either going to start off movie, like I said at the beginning of this, we're either going to start off movie week with the first Bleach movie or
The shadow thing.
the Battle Angel Alita movie. I still haven't decided yet. That's the dude, what is his name? I don't remember his name. He's the one that came with, I think the bigger guy was Yami?
What was that down? I think that was one of our dudes.
And then the guy got his arm cut off.
No, one of our dudes. What? No, I looked down there. There was a guy down there. And it looked like the fucking military dudes we were playing as. It was one of the ones we definitely had seen. Yeah, the boys.
I really need
Check over
to
here. Oh.
get a newer cloth. Kaku's outfit is absolutely ridiculous.
Just some repairs were needed. Apparently, electronic equipment was faulty or malfunctioning. We're running out of oil. I don't want to go back a page. They're caught in an electrical storm.
Yeah,
Midnight.
to a certain extent. Kago. Right, Kago?
Basically, just seems to be like the.
Did I ever write
day or two
down-
when the thing happened? There was just problems on board the ship.
Did I ever write down Kago's friend? I don't think I did. Ugh.
Hey, look, it's a boy. AKA your brother. I saw your character get scared, and then you paused the game. What happened?
Please tell me they're training under.
It wants its running gag back.
Can they hear you though? Guessing they can't because they're probably still in battle or training.
Oh look, a bullet. What's the thing? A bullet.
Oh, they are training.
Hey, now we're not both as mentally scarred.
Is it magic tea or is it going to be a concoction from the other guy? Tetsai, whatever his name is. The shop owner's pal. Hat and Claude's pal. That's pretty good saying. I would give them that
Oh, I
much.
found a photo.
I never wrote down their names either. I should have wrote down the dolls' names.
Oh, don't let separation between us, the three of us, happen if at all possible.
There's a different take of this song that we usually get.
As long as
Jeez.
we're at least. Just give me a rundown of the story.
Renji and Chad probably don't fully know yet either.
Yeah, the picture frame's over here. You'll see what I mean. Some. Others might be actual pictures.
Huh.
No, that was
Oh.
the guy looked like a monster.
Healing. Support.
Was it the captain? It's hard to tell. He has this one eye that looks fucked up.
I should have noticed it earlier. We did see the pendant missing one. You could hear that from over there?
That's the part we need.
I know Urahara is definitely being very, very tense, but still. The healing one.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if if a word to heal Kotetsu. Leave her alone. Kotetsu is the name of the sword too. Real life sword used by or Japanese history, lore, whatever you want to call it. Fiction. Myth. Why is it running sound when it's of ladder? It's Ryūken. At least that's good. Sorry.
See here? Both of our people have now been taken. see.
Hmm.
I will call him.
There has to be a way to probably fix Tetsu, right?
I mean, now there's two of us that can be together if they decide to put us as the prisoners. Well, I'm Fliss.
Oh. Not Uryū. It's very, very nice speaking.
Found a secret.
The crew has definitely grown with all this. It's Fury. Why are you here? Ah, Hachi. Oh, they're gone.
Hey,
Please just keep going with her and me. We are back over at Ichigo at least. That's the correct way to use a flip flop in battle. Hachijin.
Oh, I don't like that they showed the coin after finding Medan's hat. Or did you do something that I didn't see?
Very curious what her actual power is.
I wasn't ready. No. I just was not expecting it. I don't like that it scared me.
So it is possible. That's Mashio. I'm guessing that's Yes, you have it very clearly.
Oh, not. Huh? The painting.
Maybe there's a a limitation she has on herself that she doesn't know yet.
Hey, you found a secret.
They're like fairies. No, she's more of a support one.
No, painting. Don't you want to see the vision? Oh. Hey Xavier, can you come see this picture real quick? I don't like the signs of it. No, creepy dude in shadow cloak with a skull on a cane.
Very, very curious if there's
Not
probably
guilty
limitations that
as
she
I
doesn't know
Took me a
of.
moment to realize.
Oh. Oh.
Shadow man.
We have like 3 minutes. Yeah.
Huh?
Right now we're going
Yeah.
pretty well.
I
Maybe we
just-
don't need another episode.
Give
Maybe we
me
do
a
4.
moment. Zombies getting all touchy hands with me.
Playing a quick time type of adventure game. What is your name? What the hell was your name?
Oh, that wasn't Brad. Or whoever his face is. Oh, such a nice diner. What a fine eating establishment this is.
Really? Oh, he's number 10. So he would have been disbanded from number 10, right? At least put in number 11. God damn.
It's just not letting me interact with anything.
Fucking
Yeah.
douchebag. I'm guessing looking out for one another. Isn't really a big trait of these Arrancars so far, right? That's what they're called. Vassalorde? Something like that. Some name they give. Uh-oh. Looks like Aizen might be targeting Orihime. Let's give that an 8.5 out of 10. And we'll pick up one more. Why not? We'll do 5 episodes now. Maybe we'll do 5 next time. There might be a short review or a long review. I don't know, because I have a few smaller things to record after this and then the first movie. But this is Bleach episode 128. I have this start playing. I'm gonna go do something real quick. probably makes myself a drink.
What's
I'll be right
happening?
back. Okay, I'm back. Didn't make my drink, but I'll do that during this. Episode 128, right? Bleach episode 128. This will be the last one we're picking up, and then I'll do my review of the 5. Episode 128 in 3, 2, 1. At 1 o'clock today. This should come out before then. No, this should come out probably a little after 1 o'clock today. But 1 o'clock.
Would you like to take a break from this? Seeing as I currently cannot.
1:30. I'll be game machine that I have to wear for a day.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things. I'm in the dining room that completely furnished. All new shit. Bloody footprints.
You should probably get the first Gamer Subs video today too,
Okay, cut.
because I'm probably gonna render that first before Bleach. Just because it's a shorter video and I can get that at least scheduled during the.
Oh, something just fell. Hey, look, it's Shadow Man. Hello, Shadow Man.
That's what it was. I was trying to figure out why that wasn't closing properly. Okay. So it looks like Aizen has a.
Chased by a spooky skeleton in a black robe.
It's looking like Aizen has a. Is looking at or well.
Those two get
We ended
caught.
off with Aizen looking at a video of Orihime. So I'm very curious. What the hell Aizen plans for Orihime? But at least we have 4 months, right? They said 4 months until the battle.
I don't know.
I might actually have to wash my hands later, but also wash out this cup again. Hey, at least Ichigo is doing a tiny bit better with Hyuri. Time's up, still goes for attack. Wonder how long it's up to. It's more than 4 seconds like he started off. So what, 4.5 seconds? How long?
Work tomorrow. Yes.
Is that Karin? Yuzu and Karin.
No.
further down.
This has to be bullshit because we know his father is a Soul Reaper, right?
No. Not scary, but same thing of story heavy. Give me a moment. Something I'm doing. While I'm doing it, I'm watching YouTube. I'm so good. You on my iPad. The YouTube video is more just in the background. Give me a moment. Like I said, I'm doing something. Don't tell me to take my time and then continue to ask
Yeah, it's
me
gonna train.
whether or not I want to do it. God damn it, don't give me more steps to do this shit.
Very weird. Okay, so we're following Ranking around when she goes shopping. Ugh. Damn. Huh. That's weird. Let me guess. It's the goddamn Arrancar.
So it's taking a moment. My iPad's being slower than normal.
Is it? What the hell was it? Oh. Something blew up. All the playground equipment is blowing up. A soul. Ah, hello. Old lady. He's not gonna listen to an old lady like you or get. Buying DLC characters?
That's what I'm trying to, but it's the Xbox being stupid about it.
Well, I just grabbed onto a sword, or... I wonder if it's attack. Were there rankings? Face Lorde then? Ah, Ikaku. And he's already in his Shikai. Oh. Oh.
Xavier, you get the message?
Which means there's probably going to be more of the same level or higher level coming. When does... And then she's just gonna.
Oh, are you sending it to yourself on the Xbox?
It's gonna look like a bipolar to him. Ugh.
Xavier, I can't understand you with your mouth full. Good for you.
Chrome Dome. What is that? Wonder if it's a necklace. Yeah. But I'm guessing it's going to be once they let that guard down, that's when things are going to happen. That's usually how it seems. Oh. Taking her Zanpakuto. Rangiku Matsumoto. What is the what was the boy's reason for taking the sword? He's not gonna answer. Right. Sister, mother, friend. So what you looking for? Maybe it's the whistle. Shuto. Ah. Whistle. Oh. It's not dead. It came back? I think that's the same one. Which means it wasn't destroyed. Or it was destroyed? Maybe it came back. I wouldn't doubt Aizen or either of the other two captains might have figured out a way to keep something like that. For a chance for it to come back after it was slain. I could definitely see that being a case. But it's definitely weird. Do wonder what is going to go on with this. Yeah, so probably the next time you get, before we start reviewing the episodes, I'm going to give that 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10 because we just get, we did get some more information and training in that. But also, 8 out of 10. If anything, next time you guys will get another video like this will probably be in 4 or 5 days. But I'll probably do the first Bleach movie before anything else, before doing the 4 or 5 episodes. We might continue with 5 episodes for Bleach just because it's a longer series and it's going to take a long time for me to catch up. But yeah, for the 5 episodes we did, Ichigo now has the ability to wear the mass of the hollow to then be able to use it and use the powers of it. He's still training. Orihime got her ability back. And we got told that she could technically regen them like Hachi did. But she has probably a limit on her that won't allow her to do so. So she still has to master her power. Chad and Renji are right now training with each other. Hitsugaya, Rangiku, Yumachika, and Ikaku are all guys are chasing whatever the story is. This Arrancar that has twice is now come back a second time. If it's the same hollow, then there's definitely something behind it, which is probably a test by. My guess, it's probably a test for a new technique or the powers for the Rockers to have. That probably Aizen has put into place. I will be curious to see what might come from this. Just because if it's maybe it's a fluke, maybe it's a power from that Arrancar. It could just be this Arrancar's power, maybe. Because each Arrancar had their release form, those other Arrancars. So this could just be a form of power for this one, or it could be something that Aizen gave that one, or a new test. We got a time code of 4 months before the war. We found out there's a royal family that you need the Oaken key to get to the land, which only the head of the Soul Society knows where it is, but Aizen's gonna make a new key, which you need 100,000 souls and a certain place on Earth. And like I guessed it, it's Karakura Town that they have to use. No surprise there. That's the only town in the world to live in, we know. And it moves every so often. Yeah, so if I remember correctly looking at arcs, I don't know how much more we have with this arc before I believe we go into a filler arc and then we come back for this. Otherwise, really great to pick this up. Like I said, this was one of the things I wanted to pick up before we do movie week, and then when movie week is over, we'll start really picking up other stuff like My Guest Bride and stuff, and get them done so we can start picking up new series. I believe the one that got the most votes was Cowboy Bebop, and the second up was Blue Exorcist, so those will be the next two we pick up. Bleach is going to probably do at least 1 or 2 sections like this a week, so be up for that. Probably 5 episodes every time, just because it'll help us move through the series quicker. If I'm not feeling it a day or two when I record these, I will do 3, maybe 4 on those days I'm not feeling like recording that much. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like the video, like, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, I recommend subscribing to the channel to keep up with all the content. Otherwise, this has been Mr. Again signing off. Have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good night. Wherever you are, just have a good day. I'll see you guys next video, and